happy Monday.
Thank goats, it's Monday.
Thank goats, it's Monday.
Murder Monday.
Is that gonna be our thing? Thank goats.
That's every time. I love goat pictures. Just ask like anybody.
Can I suggest no? That won't be the same every time?
Well, my thing was thank
Our
gaming.
thing. It's my thing because every time Nori says thank gaming, it's Monday. I have to correct him because it's goats.
Yeah,
Ooh.
I say thank gaming and then yes.
Okay, can we start calling your the people who watch your streamites?
I mean that is streamites. That's completely up to them, I suppose. At the end of everything, I'm not gonna make a name for people that watch this show. I'm gonna let them choose what they want to be called.
Fair enough.
We don't have a carnation counter, and this upsets me.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
Well, that's not on you. That's on them.
It's are we live?
Yes, we are live.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we're live. Yeah, we're just we're waiting on Macmillan currently because it's Macmillan.
He's MIA. He's MIA.
We can just make him do rituals for half the game.
Ephemeral rest. Oh.
That's okay. Whenever he comes back next week and apologizes if he misses this entire game, I'm just gonna be like, oh no, it's okay. Warhammer's a good game, I guess.
He's AFK. Did you hear my story? I know what VC he's in, so I went and just yelled at the top of my lungs, and then the other person who's in there was like, "Dude, what the hell?" I'm like, "Oh, he's not here, is he?" I'm like, "No." Oh, never mind.
Yeah,
Someone
absolutely.
Call his sending route or something.
I don't have his sending route.
I don't have his sending rock. If I had his sending rock, trust me, I would get a hold of it.
It would blow up. All right. Cool.
But yeah, since he's not here, I guess something shill thing that isn't actually sponsoring us, shill something.
Something about shit.
Very good.
Me being upset.
That's our sponsor for tonight.
All right.
So to continue with the last time that we played, you guys found your way heading south, and went into a small village where you ran into some members of the Church of Rakdos. Church? Oh, there he is.
You mean cult?
I would not the church, the cult.
The cult.
There's a difference.
I mean,
sorry, I was late. I was prepping dinner.
Same, different, but still same.
So you're telling me it's real different? I'm not seeing a difference.
What are we talking about?
The church and cult of Rakdos.
Rakdos. What about them?
So is there anything in particular you guys would like to talk about before we start?
I was writing in the journal. I ain't about that left.
I would just like to say our sponsor for this episode is Hong Kong China Restaurant. Hong Kong China with the best teriyaki chicken.
What?
No.
I already did the shill thing. What are you doing? Stop. We've already done.
Say how amazing this chicken is.
We've already done.
Dude, it's time to pretend to be someone else. Stop being yourself.
Yes, please.
Gain inspiration.
It's too bad that. So Veneer, it's too bad that you are literally Veneer outside of Cape as well.
Damn, that's messed up.
I know. Yeah.
It's like Veneer is just Blue's personality.
I can see a little difference.
It's like
it's clearly different.
Like you took a little. It's like you took all of your favorite qualities about yourself and put it into a robot.
No, Veneer. Listen. Veneer is like all of his sass in one.
Nori, I have a question.
Nori, I have a question.
All right, so yeah, as Veneer pointed out a minute ago, though. Oh, I know. As Veneer pointed out a minute ago, though, he also brought up that you guys actually sent out an SOS to Lady Evergarden as well.
Sweet, we sent out the sauce.
So,
There was also a strange conversation between Macmillan and a weird voice at the end of the sending rock that he's been carrying around.
Yes.
I talked to it. That was neat.
Yes.
Thanks.
One of them got a message of "Help me, please," and the other one.
And that got turbo yonka badonked into the forest.
And then the other one got, you talk to my slaves? No. And then, baseball pitched as far as possible.
New nomadic Aberath. Gone.
Everything, I hope you guys are ready for tonight's game where everything you love and care for will die. No, I'm just joking. We'll see.
Again?
I don't
Yeah,
love
again.
or care everything. I don't care about anything. I don't know what you're talking about.
This is why we're the way we are.
Man, those tragic backstories, though.
Yeah, I know. They're terrible. Shouldn't have made me a criminal tiefling.
Alright, so. For the four of you, ended last game, I believe, in the inn after cleaning everything up.
That's where the villagers have been tied up, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's where Macmillan was going after.
Yeah, it's a good thing someone told him to do that.
I believe a couple of you guys were in the inn and the rest of you were outside.
There's a recording of it. Okay.
Yeah, time to check
I
that
was helping
right now.
torture.
Technically, the very end of last session was Ignis calling me a good person and me literally shunting her out of the way.
No, I said that you were a great person, and then I ran off before you could do anything.
That was an evolution of your last comment, but that's okay.
We also have an impending group of cultists that are supposedly going to be here in a couple days.
I'm
will be fine.
frozen out of combat again. I'm sorry.
You know, in case that's important.
Alright, so.
Hey!
Can I spend 3 key points to clench of the north head pat?
Clench?
No. I don't like
Clinch
that.
of the north head pat.
Fist of the unbroken friendship.
Fist of the, I was about to say, with you guys it'd be something like that.
What?
I love all these JoJo's references.
Yaddy yaddy.
Does it?
Oh, Lord.
I'm so
All right,
sorry.
sponsored by Skillshare. Let's continue.
No. Oh man.
Hey, the third shill.
He's gonna just start shilling shit in the middle of the game. I'm gonna get so mad.
Okay, so
Anyway.
we're in the we're in the middle of the
guys-
street, right?
Yeah, you guys are currently in the middle of the street.
All right. I'm going to
You can
Look
pick up
at-
exactly where you left off last session.
I'm gonna look at Ignis directly in her face.
That's neat.
Not gonna say
Yes?
anything. Okay,
Can I
there
help
we go.
you?
Yes. So there's an update.
Hmm?
You see, I have a special mission just for you.
Ooh, fun.
We are in a new town. We are outside of the city. And you want something. I want something even better. You know what I am talking about.
Your cool sounding rocks?
Go find the last one.
If you could say please, I gladly will.
I mean, unless you don't want this ring.
You are a terrible, evil man, and I enjoy that. And she turns and walks off trying to find rocks.
Give him a
That sounds
smile, and I'm gonna go look for rocks as well.
Are you
What?
fucking kidding me? Can I go, like, help Veneer or something? Because literally I have
Yes, you
help
can.
him. I will be a minion, whatever. Just someone who...
Do we
Okay,
have
the two
we
of
have
you are
one
preoccupied.
we have one priest, well, one cultist alive?
Yes.
No, the last one ran off, didn't he?
No, the
Right.
last one.
We still
you
have
guys
the last
captured the last one.
Oh, yeah,
he
yeah,
has
we made him
helped
piss his
me, and I was
pants.
like,
Yeah, the
I
last
want
one.
it. And then he was like, no, you're paralyzed.
Yes, because
And he was
letting any of
so
them
scared.
get back to their main
Home
group
base.
that's coming back. So there's all these cultists coming here. It's like a convention of
Confirmed.
It's a
Well, they're-
Rakdos convention.
Yeah, basically, they're actually the guys that were setting up were scouts. So what they did was there were a few more of them. There was a scouting party of like 10 or so, and they sent 3 of them back, and then the others started setting up.
And we arrived after they had sent.
Yes,
because there were only 7 here.
Yeah.
Okay. And we made
whatever
short work of them.
Whenever I said that guy like spilled everything, he told you literally anything you wanted to know. He was like, he doesn't know much about the heads of the church or how strong they are, but he's like, there's a lot of them, and the head of the cult, and he's like, there's a lot of them, and they're kind of ruthless.
New plan: eliminate every single cult member except our favorite cult.
That's why
I would hate to harm my friend
called
Ignis.
So remind me, who or what is Rakdos?
He's a god of destruction and doing that.
He's the god of chaos, destruction, and performances, and sees
And
chaos and destruction as one big performance.
Like it's definitely a god, or is it some sort of?
I think he's a lesser demon of sorts, but he's
Rakdos-
worshipped as a god.
Yeah, Rakdos is a lesser demon under Asmodeus. Sorry.
I have a more powerful father.
Don't worry, Ignis is going to be like, maybe this is a good idea.
My dad is stronger than your god.
My dad can beat up your dad.
My dad can... No, well, in her case, it's my dad can beat up your god.
Joke's on you. He's not really a god. Wait, I
bet your dad can't even walk into the sun.
In terms of...
The definition
I feel like we're back in Barovia.
In terms of lore, are these creatures like Rakdos? Are they entities that could walk the material plane? Like, is that something that, like, if we're just hanging out, strolling across the countryside, would we like potentially
suddenly Rakdos
hanging out?
Wait a minute, I've been looking at the beans. Would I know?
I mean, just kind of walking across the plane, probably not. But could they potentially Could they potentially be summoned to the plane? Absolutely.
Okay.
I mean, Asmodeus could be summoned to the plane.
What the hell? I don't.
Let's not do that.
New goal.
No.
Does our captive have any idea what the actual use of this pyre was going to be? This sacrifice? Was this a summoning?
That he's not sure of.
Oh, Lord. Well, I guess
is this something that someone could use religion for, or is that too niche to the cult of Rakdos for people to actually
know? I'd say it's a little bit too niche because it's not so much what it could do, it's what is this very specific cult leader trying to do.
You know,
so it's also based off of him.
Nori, I have a question.
Okay.
If we happen to, I don't know, per se, have someone of that faith who knew a little bit, maybe could they potentially, I don't know, look at it?
Well, I did already knock it over. But
okay, so Ignis would understand why the pyres are there. Obviously it's for, it's for the sacrifice to the deity that Ignis follows. It's just
she didn't realize people went into that sacrifice.
She was raised she was raised in. Yeah, she was raised as just like, puppets and stuff like that. Okay.
Yeah, she's never seen live sacrifice.
Exactly.
Man, we should have shown her the full extent of her fucking cult. Damn it.
I mean, that's not...
We totally shouldn't have just, like, I don't know, sat in the fire and died. What are we doing?
TPK.
Not
TPK.
Just to prove a point.
Gosh.
Yeah, just to
I
prove a
was
point.
literally just talking to Butch about this a minute ago.
Easiest way to get her to stop being such a fucking cultist, okay? That's the easiest
She
way.
is slowly coming to the realization, like, this isn't so good. This kind of gets my
Well, I mean,
morals.
you guys very
we have a
easily
couple
could have
options,
just
guys.
chilled with the cult.
We have a couple options, guys. It seems that we can stay here
Uh-huh. I don't like
and await the rest of the cultists showing up here, as well as Alfengard showing up here, and perhaps watch a spectacular fight. If they arrive at the same time.
if Alfengard arrives.
If the cultists are here before, we will possibly have a bad time.
Possibly.
The other option is to simply leave, and leaving these people to their fate.
Option number 4. We tell the people to fuck off, and then we leave. So the cultists come here, and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna find our sacrifices," and nobody's here, and we will be able to laugh at the fact that they come here for sacrifices and they get shit.
You guys
could
tell
also-
everyone in the village to just run.
Well, we could tell them to run to the city, which is 3 days away.
So the cultists walk into town. They don't see anybody, and then they just like
What
walk
if we become
they walk into the
pirates?
tavern, and all you see is like 150 fucking like Elfin Guardian soldiers just chilling.
Hello, how are you today?
Oh,
If
I have the
that's
best
sort of
idea.
if
I
I
have
was
the best idea.
if I was
No.
somebody in this world and I walked into a bar and saw 150 Elf Guardians in full plate, I'd be like, sorry, this was obviously the wrong place, and just leave.
So, you remember that last time I was like, hey, I'm thinking about running, and then I didn't? Yeah, no, I'm not making that mistake again.
Well, there is another option. That's we set up a lot of traps, and we set up illusions, and make it look like things are still on task.
Okay.
All I can imagine is just blazing trails when they make the entire fake town and cut out
Because
people in it.
we do have someone who could make the place look like it's set up for Rakdos cult.
I just had the
That's
best idea.
Hello.
I just had 200 times better idea, right? So she sets up this shit, right? And then on every one of the doors, we leave them all slightly ajar, and they'll be like, "What the fuck is going on?" They enter the door, and on top of every one of the doors is a really heavy rock, and on top of the heavy rock, it will say, "Got you." It'll hit them in the head, and they'll be like, "Oh fuck, nobody's here."
Can I
Take
slap
1d6
McMillan across the back?
Take 1d6 bludgeoning damage.
I would like to
Wait a
not
moment.
get hit.
Miss Fine, what is this on your back? I pull off a little sticky note.
I'm fucking leaving. I'm done. I'm going fucking wagon. Y'all have about half an hour before I just start heading towards wherever.
No.
Oh, I
The
said-
sticky note says, research nerd. I
Oh,
I
really?
don't-
Thank you. That makes it so much better.
Well, it would have been terrible
It
had someone
means
else
you're
found it.
smart.
Oh no! Thank you.
How long has this been here?
Veneer, I've never felt more loved in my entire life. You still have half an hour.
Well, on that note, so we're telling everybody to get the fuck out of here? We're gonna
Well,
prank them super hard? What's the plan?
telling them to go north would be good, back towards the city, back towards
Yes.
Cabal,
Yes.
because then I
Where are the
suppose
cultures coming from?
the south, I believe, or west. I don't know.
So,
Here, let's ask the other cultists who's here. Hey,
south,
boy!
southwest.
Southwest? Okay, cool.
Yeah,
That-
yeah.
So the exact opposite direction that Alfengard would be coming from.
So, can I insight check
Well,
this
I mean,
kid?
Alfengard's southwest too, isn't it?
No, we went south.
No, the country.
Oh, yes.
Oh
but,
no.
But I called SOS from Evergarden, who was stationed in Cabal.
So I did an insight check on this kid. I got a 21.
He's scared, terrified,
And
and
he's telling the truth?
he is basically
No, McMillan, he's lying.
just spitting out anytime you guys ask him anything. This poor like 17-year-old kid is like immediately just answers your question.
Can we keep him?
What?
Can we keep him?
Oh my god.
Sure.
He's not a pet.
He could be.
So,
Oh my
He
god.
could
I
be.
feel
I
like
mean,
we're not about slavery here.
Exactly.
No, he would be our friend.
I mean,
Slavery.
there are countries where it's legal.
Like
Yeah, but he's not a
Alphengard.
slave. He's our friend. Right? Friend.
Yep, friend. Good
See?
friend.
Perfect.
I
You
come
know.
up. I come up and I come up to them and have I found any cool rocks? Have I found any cool sounding rocks?
Listen.
Can we please
Yeah.
put the rock thing away?
Yeah, we'll go over that in a minute.
Okay. I come up to them and say, "So what's going on?"
You guys have about 25 minutes before
One, we made a friend. B, we're going to prank the shit out of
So,
Rakdos assholes.
where
Ooh, fun.
are we going
Wait.
next?
Am I a reckless asshole?
Not yet.
I don't
Where
get what you're saying.
You guys see the kid
going
go.
next? Hey!
Uh,
Where are we going?
Okay.
We were supposed to go to Vishrasti, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's our destination, yes.
But
However,
we can't just
I
leave
did-
this town to its fate.
well, the issue is that I did call on the help of Alphengard. They should be here within a couple of days. I feel like it would be rude to not be here to say hello to them.
I think when they get here, they're gonna know why they're here.
Yes, well, I did leave them a message.
Yeah, so I don't really agree. I don't think we need to be here.
We can always have everyone, we can always hide and still watch what's going to be happening and relay more information to Evergarden should things change. We can use our stones at least once a day.
How do you people say this? Suck up, brown noser? I don't know the correct term for this. Can you?
Do you recall the last time we dealt with her and how much money she paid us? Yeah, I'm going to remain in her good graces. Thank you very much.
Alright, I'm gonna walk to the wagon and
Wait. Lady Evergarden is coming here as well with the Force?
Yes.
So
That's not guaranteed,
okay.
but
Oh, what is it, little one?
I don't think we should be here.
That I mean, they're coming in force. You guys are talking about a trap, and we do have garb.
This is true.
I can disguise all of us to look exactly like the cultists did.
Did she ask to keep me earlier?
Look, here's the thing.
Don't worry yourself about it.
Hold on.
You can come with us if you would like. You just have to be on your best behavior.
Think on this. He'll be on his best behavior. Look at the kid. He's scared shitless. I've been there. He'll be fine. We can't look. I'm not even stupid enough to Rakdos trader with the Rakdos villains, okay? Look, we need to leave. Do we know if Alfengar is going to come here? Absolutely not. She has been great so far. Sure, whatever. We can't afford to stick around. I already almost died once. I've died once, even. We need to go. We need to take him with us. He is not safe here. We can drop him off at the library or something. He'll be a library boy or something. I don't fucking know. We can't leave him here.
What about the villagers?
I don't know what to do about them. I have nothing.
It's pretty simple. We send them back towards the city of Cabal.
That's fine.
Take what they need and head towards the city. If anything, if Alfengard isn't on their way, once a whole bunch of refugees show up, that should spur them into action, at the very least. And I do think we should at least wait and scope out the city, wait in hiding, so that we may get more information about who exactly is in charge of this cult of Rakdos. Especially because if I can get eyes on them, well, I can always take their place.
If
you know what I mean.
Just know, Veneer, my blood is on your hands.
I said nothing about engaging.
Wait, who's getting married?
There's going to be so many of them, and it's going to be by the sound of it, their highest members. No, we're not going to fight them. We're going to stay very far away. I will use an invisible drone. This guy right here.
Worried about them. They're not our concern.
They are if we end up running into them later.
We already have how much on our plate? We're looking for demons now. We're looking for a dragon that almost killed y'all before. We can't be doing this everywhere we go. There's no way. We don't have time to juggle all this. If we find them again, then we find them again. But it, us knowing something now ain't gonna change that.
You do not wish to see the resolution?
No.
Nick, check your DMs.
I'd like to live, actually. And I'd like all of you to live, too.
You seem to keep thinking that we're going to fight them. This is not what I'm suggesting whatsoever.
I didn't fight them last time. Didn't matter. Veneer,
Okay.
I was stuck still the entire time. Nothing. Just watched. I don't trust them within miles of me. I don't want to be anywhere near them.
Well, they are already on their way, and considering they're now listen, considering they're coming from the southwest, do you know what else is to the southwest? Oh, if I reference this map, yes, the very city to which we're going. Do you want to meet them out on the road, further from where Alfengard is, the Alfengard troops, or do you want to perhaps be somewhat more ready, off the path? We know they're coming here.
I don't take the roads anyway. I don't see why we can't just go around them. They're gonna be taking the roads. They're big.
Then we won't be able to take the cart through woods and hills and rocky terrain.
I'm ready to go. I've got all my stuff. Just need Tufty, I guess. I don't have all this shit that I'm carrying with me.
See,
you want to just walk all the way over there?
You do what you gotta do.
We see what?
See what, Nick?
You guys see Tufty kind of poke his head out of the cart. I mean, there's a lot of people coming up here, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess we could, I think you guys are talking out, but you guys are having a little bit of difficulty. But I mean, if you want to hit the road, it does seem fair that we, try and at least help these people a little bit. Send them north. I agree.
Tufty, when did you get so damn helpful? Can you help me like once? I swear, I almost died and you leave me to your fucking book. But as soon as there's someone else, I almost smack you.
Look, okay, I'm not a fighter. I would have jumped out and I would have died.
You're telling me.
I'm sorry,
He's gonna walk away and we'll go to the tavern.
Nick, I'd like to direct my drone to fly very high up.
Okay.
Like high. And I don't know how far it'd be able to see, whether it's multiple days walk or not. But if there's an exposed group of like tents or smoke or anything that's like that you'd consider, or that anyone would consider like a marching, moving band of people, perhaps all wearing the same cloaks, would that be visible?
That finite of detail at the kind of distance that you're looking at, no. But you can see, because a lot of what you guys are going through in this area is like hilly terrain and grassland currently.
Mm-hmm.
With how the terrain is, after you get high enough, you can see that there's a like all out in the distance, to the southwest, walking across the plains, you can see that there's some kind of group of people heading in your direction, but they're way off. You can see that there's a lot of what you can mainly see is like midday smoke as they've sat down for maybe breakfast or lunch. As you can see, the campfires are emitting smoke out in the distance. But it's a couple days out.
And if I have the drone look towards the northeast or north.
Looking towards the north, you don't particularly see anything of import. You can actually see a blip in the distance, which would appear to be the city.
It has walls, right?
Yeah. You can see about 3 days out, once it gets high enough, that you can see the city out in the distance.
Okay.
I'm guessing that you're just kind of surveying the entire area.
Yes, I am.
All right, you can see that up to the northwest there is what appear to be a large group of maybe nomads that appear to be heading south. And then off to the east, even though it's probably a day and a half's travel out, for a moment you can see a blip break through the cloud line and come down towards the ground.
A blip, a red blip?
You can't make out that fine a detail, but you can see something come out of the cloud line and head towards the ground to the east.
Motherfucker. Okay. And to the southwest, there's a group coming towards us. Okay.
Yeah, to the southwest, there's the group that you're assuming to be the cult, and then you could see a marching group. They're only about a half a day out.
You said this is to the northwest?
Yes, to the northwest.
The nomads? Okay.
Look like nomads. Large humanoids, covered in, furs and different hides and things like that. You can't make out very fine details, but you can see that they're pretty big in numbers.
Oh.
With horses and carts and all sorts of other things.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and relay this information to everyone gathered here and explain what seems to be moving in and around our general vicinity, and making and coming to offering some conclusions as to what I think some of these are, admitting that I don't in fact know who this nomad or what this nomadic group is to the northwest, but they seem to be a large group.
Okay.
Large humanoids.
Where are we on the map?
We're south of Cabal. On the way to Vitrosity. Yes. Those are the words I'm trying to say.
Yeah. One of the finer details you can make out that they are wearing a lot of furs as well. That's one of the things I wanted to. That's why I said it to make that a point. So as you start describing everything that you're seeing,
you're telling me there's nomads coming from the northwest.
They are heading directly. They are to the northwest. They're heading directly south.
They are to the northwest, coming southeast towards us.
No,
not directly.
They're a half a day out and they're heading directly south. They're northwest of you.
They're moving almost parallel to us.
Nick, these people, from his description, seem like those from Aberath. That's the only place I could think of.
You do know that there are some tribes in nomadic Aberath that will take the trek all the way down to Ferrith Herald. And the reason why they do this is because there are wild horses in some of the countryside.
I was gonna say, there's nothing else up there.
And once every couple years, they go down and they try and gather horses that they can break.
That's Aberrath. I don't know if it's proper Aberrath or if that's nomadic Aberrath.
That's some of the tribes in nomadic Aberrath do that.
Tribes where?
Nomadic Aberrath.
Oh.
That's what I figured, but from his description, I wouldn't like. Okay, specifically, no, I don't think. So.
Yeah, it sounds like some of the nomads that come from the north, but you don't know if it's specifically like a tribe that you know.
Oh no, I don't know if it's something I know, but there's only one thing to the north.
Could we expect them to be friendly towards us?
You probably just leave them alone. That's what most people that I know would want.
Rather, let me rephrase. If they were to encounter this cult as they're moving south, what do you think would happen?
They might just leave it. They're here for one thing. I don't know what that thing is, but they're here for something because they're on the move. I don't know if they get involved.
I see. And there has certainly been no movement from Cabal, right?
That you can see, no.
Okay. Man, this is a handy, periscope.
Well, you've only got, a fucking 30 perception on your...
How long is it?
It's like a 21 or 22.
How long has it been since his sin and sauce and stuff like that?
Wait, what's that?
His sand and rock and everything. How long's it been?
Probably a few hours.
Yeah, we picked up right after last session. In terms of time.
Your princess might be here to save you. She's just not coming yet.
It's fine. Oh no! Since Evergarden, the contact with Evergarden hasn't been very long.
Sorry, what?
Since you tried to make contact with Evergarden, it has not been that long.
Is anyone else catching that? Or is this me having audio?
It's cutting out a little bit.
Since you tried getting a hold of Evergarden, it hasn't been that long.
It has not been that. Okay.
That's what I'm saying. Don't get your hopes down.
No, I understand. I just wanted to see if there was any sort of movement.
I know.
But I can confirm that there seems to be a large group moving this way from the southwest. And apparently, maybe, I don't want to frighten anyone, but maybe Scourge off to the east, day and a half, approximately. Nick, did it look like he was coming this way, flying west?
It does look like he's heading westward. Not a specific. He's kind of heading west-ish, but not. You're not sure if he's heading north or southwest. He's just kind of coming in this direction in general.
Okay, well that definitely confirms that it's Scourge. Thanks.
If we warn these townspeople and send them up north, that's great. We got a lot of parties converging on us, and if you think we can hide from them here in the middle of the city, we can certainly hide from them in the middle of the forest. If you really want to help these people, fine. Warn them. Get them out of the city. Then we need to go.
Wait, what if we become pirates?
Ignis, allow us to at least reach a place where there's water first.
Oh no, I'm saying that out of character. That's out of character. That's a joke.
I mean, I could see Ignis just
went to the tavern. It went to the inn.
I could also see Ignis just wanting to be a pirate.
Arrgh.
I want to see the world and talk really fast at it.
Oh god. I'm so sad I never got to play in that game.
So yes, it sounds like the best course of action will be to send all of these positively wonderful villagers up north to Kabul with anything that they can carry. And
I've heard my command. I'm walking off to go get people to the north. As soon as he says that, I'm like, Tufty,
this is.
dude.
And as for us, a place to hide that's not here, perhaps, but also it wouldn't hurt to maybe make things look natural, so that should they send scouts ahead, they won't be spooked.
I give him a thumbs up, and I'm gonna find fucking McMillan. I'm gonna give him that task.
All right.
Well,
at the end.
if we fashion some stilts from McMillan and put a robe on him.
Venny, come on, we're going to the city. What are you doing? Don't stay at the cart. Come on. We're doing stuff.
Ignis.
Yes.
You have first off to go over your findings.
What's that?
To go over your findings.
Oh Lord.
Okay.
You found another. It's not the same kind of stone. But you have found a few interesting stones.
Okay.
You found one that's just a small, smooth, something that seems like he probably already has, 100 of. But just in case, you kind of hold on to it. You also find a kind of spherical stone that whenever you tap on it, it rings on the inside.
That sounds like a third rock.
Haha.
Seems like it might be partially hollow, so there's a lot of reverberation on the inside.
Excellent.
Oh Lord.
All right, so.
And I'm going to the inn where everybody is, all the villagers are at to talk to them and figure out what exactly they want to do.
I know, you said that first.
Okay.
So as everyone else was talking, you kind of walked off.
Yeah.
And as you walk into the inn where, at this point, several people from the town have gathered. All of the, 15 or 20 people that live in the general area have gathered. And when you walk in, you see that the bigger guy, the tavern owner, kind of looks over as he, what the fuck do you want?
I'm here to help.
I don't have anything to hear from you.
What do you mean?
You and your kind can fuck off, is what I mean.
Oh, no. I'm not with them.
I don't give a fuck.
I just want to help
you. Follow their god.
Honestly,
their god tried to kill my people.
I'm starting to kind of waver on it.
Well, leave.
Please, I just want to help you.
Get the fuck out of our town. I don't need your goddamn help.
Okay. And she walks out.
Veneer, Miss Fine.
Yes.
You guys had your conversation, and as you guys finally kind of turn and start walking towards the end, Miss Fine, you're in the lead. You see a very rejected. If you'd like to describe how your character is feeling, you may.
She's very depressed. She thinks her church and the cult are two completely different things, but she's slowly starting to learn they're not that much different to most people. Exactly. She is depressed that she's being shunned.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys.
She's just kind of holding herself, looking down at the ground, walking slowly.
Ignis.
Yes.
What happened?
He told me to fuck off. I'm gonna go to the cart.
Hang on. Let me look for something for you. You may not like this, but I think it'll help you, okay? Trust me.
Okay.
Because as annoying as I think you are, you ain't that bad. And I'm going to, I look at Veneer, do absolutely nothing to this guy. I have an idea.
Okay.
And what would that be?
I'm going to look at Tufty and be like, Tufty, do you have any spare clothes that aren't, I don't know, a robe on fire? Looks like they might be on fire. Something.
I mean, there's a little bit of a height disparity, but I'll see what I can do.
Sorry, you want me to make a disguise for her?
Just something simple. I have a cloak for her. I can let her borrow.
Well,
You
I
see
suppose
a
if you
couple
weren't,
tears roll down her cheek. You're actually going to help me?
it's more like make
Veneer,
sure that people. What?
we're being kind and compassionate. Take the hint. Just help her out. No sass.
Well,
That's
Miss Fine. Izzy, it's fine.
No, it's not. I've been
Let's
She
see
doesn't have a
here.
home anymore. Look, and I hand her a cloak of elven kind, and I say, wrap up. First off,
Wait.
find yourself somewhere to change. We'll get you
See.
some clothes.
I have traveler's clothes, fine clothes, common clothes, and a disguise kit. What do we want to make her look like?
I do have a change of clothes in my bag we could use as well.
Do you want to look like a bad bitch?
Clothes. Make her clothes look like mine. Something a little grungy and edgy, probably. Shake her out of herself. It's not gonna feel right, but
Perhaps some more leather.
Right. Sure. Let's do that. We'll give you a makeover. I never thought I'd be saying that. Yes, just for a little while. Give you some distance from your church.
They'll probably still recognize your face in this town, but it'll help moving forward.
We'll just flick her hood up, and I'll flick my hood up, and we'll be twins, and I'll just bash everybody with the hilt of my rapier who says otherwise.
All right, but it'll take a little moment to work the tailoring tools, the disguise kit. So
wonderful. Now, Ignis, this is how you flick your hood. Okay, you gotta do it just like this. Otherwise, you're gonna look real fucking stupid. You gotta wear it like that. You gotta flick it over, hide your face a little bit. Otherwise, it just looks like fairy stuff. It's not gonna look great.
Right.
I like the class on edge.
I'm trying.
Oh my god.
To help.
Careful, don't cut yourself on the edge.
Should I go ahead and make or take some time to make this costume then?
Yes.
I could do that. Let's do that. I'd like to take some time and make this costume for.
All right.
For Ignis.
Okay, not a problem.
I'd just like to thank you all. Thank you very much.
It's really so that we don't get fucked. I'm just saying.
Ignis, you see that Tufty hands you a small water skin.
Mm-hmm.
I was trying to think of the word. You see him have a little bit of that. It's homemade.
I open it up. I sniff it for a second, and I take a swig.
Whenever you sniff it, it smells kind of like lemon and honey.
He's a shady fuck. He wouldn't give you something that's poisonous on the spot. I'd murder him.
What happened when I sniffed it?
It smells like lemon and honey.
Ooh, lemon.
Lemon and honey.
And as you take a sip, it is a honey sweetened lemonade.
Aww.
See, have a seat with Veneer. As Tufty kind of looks up with a smile. Guess it's just you and me again, is he? As he starts walking towards the end.
You do have a heart, Kobold. Didn't even say it before. Ridiculous.
As the the two of you step away from the party. You see him kind of take a deep breath. See, hey, I know that these people already made you really mad. I know that both sides of this haven't been good for either of us. I don't like either of this. But
I don't like this.
These people aren't educated. They don't know any better.
Especially not that fucking robot. He thinks he knows everything.
I
Really
wasn't talking about them. I was talking about the villagers. But
yeah, I know. It doesn't matter. They're all in the same boat. None of them know how to stay alive. We're trying to do an S thing, right? That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to be the good guys doing the thing. What? How do you? I'm gonna fucking scare them if I talk to them. Can you like make them go north or something?
I'll do my best.
As good as a kobold can do. I don't think kobold's much better than a tiefling, but
probably not. But
at least they don't
you
say
got my
Hawaii.
back.
Got your back.
All right. Also, as you see, he takes the door handle. Before he walks in, he goes, I know that you've been through a lot, but don't take it out on them, all right?
Don't sweat it. I ain't doing that. Promise. I'll be good.
Cues up
Keep me.
smite. Jake.
Takes another deep breath. You see him. All right, let's do this. As he opens the door, and you can see as soon as he opens the door, you see people like almost expecting for another person to just like come in, and you see the big guy that runs the inn is sitting, leaning up against the bar. One of the people closest to the bar kind of jumps up, and as they ball their fist, they look over. As you see this look of absolute confusion go over their face, they go,
Put it up. I'm gonna say, just fucking listen to him. Just trust me. Listen to him the first time.
Hi everybody. My name is Tufty.
Tufty.
I think that there's a lot of things that are going to be happening here or in the area that you may not want to be around. It may be best to head toward Cabal.
It is. No question. You need to get out. Not safe.
And what kind of things are coming?
What was here before? There's more of them.
Cultists. Our knowledge is that there's also a dragon heading this way.
Yeah,
Dragon.
Yeah, there's a dragon too. It's just go north. It helps.
See,
it'll help.
See, Tufty kind of turns to you and winks.
Oh my lord! It took me a second.
You see him. A grand, ravenous beast. Larger than imagination. Wings that would shroud your pitiful town in shadow.
Yeah, I'm giving him the help action.
A fire that would scorch you to dust. As you see, whenever he says dust, half the crowd kind of jumps back. You see, even the big, burly, like tavern owner kind of steps back a little bit apprehensively from this small 3-foot kobold. You see, and it doesn't care. It would be indiscriminate. One by. As he kind of holds, you see everyone lean in for just a moment. One. So they all kind of look around. I would run if I were you. Get what you can and leave.
I would sprint, but
and
I just like
as you're like, I would sprint. You can see that they're kind of looking. Everyone's kind of looking around the tavern at each other. As you hear this kid go, "Does that mean we should leave now?"
Yes, darling, now. Like, you got half an hour before I start rounding you up.
You say, they don't even hear the last half. You say, you have half an hour, and the tavern owner goes, "There'll be a dragon here in half an hour." As he, "Get your asses moving!" As everyone just starts running around, picking up their kids. You see Tufty go, "Oh, we need to fucking leave." As he runs outside.
You're telling me.
What did you tell them?
That would work.
I mean, I just told him the truth. I told him what you told
Don't worry about it.
us.
It's fine. Nothing happened. Look, we did it, and I know how to be scared now. It's fine. Nothing happened.
Wait. You scared them?
No,
I
we
didn't.
convinced them to leave for Cabal.
Yeah, I mean, I told him that it would be a good idea to leave. And then
He told him
explained.
the truth. I backed him up.
I explained what Veneer told me. Us. You
Oh, job
guys.
well done then.
And
So they're leaving. Congratulations. We helped people.
So yeah, I mean, I told him that the cult was coming. You see, he kind of climbs onto the cart. And that I mean, they might possibly believe that Scourge is gonna be here in like half an
hour.
You bent the truth so hard, I fear it might be breaking.
Well, I mean, I didn't say that they'd be. I told them that there was a dragon heading west, and
which is true.
Well, she said that they have half an hour. They just kind of freaked.
Wait,
you know what?
Miss Fine, you actually did scare them. You scared them for me, and I hug her. I hug Miss Fine.
I don't. Churchy,
Thank you so much.
I don't like this.
I'm not letting go until you push me away.
So yeah, you guys might want to. I mean, are we leaving? Is that what we're doing?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm done. Hey, Ignis, you should go get that costume.
Oh, right. Nick, quick question. Do I see the bar owner walking out onto the street as they're all running about?
No, actually. Everyone else kind of leaves and runs to their houses, and you can see one person goes as one person. This guy runs out of the bar with his younger guy, probably like 19. He runs out as you see him. Oh man! As you see another person. What's wrong? Oh, my house is 15 minutes to the west. Just leave it. Yeah, you're right. And then you just see he turns and starts running north before anyone else comes out.
I mean, that's the way to live anyway. He's already lesson. Good for him. Sure. You know what? I did a good thing. I should do that more often.
Well, you certainly didn't do a bad thing.
Hey, to the point. That's the best way to do it. Ignis, can you let me go? I swear to God.
Okay. And I let her go.
Okay.
So,
you owe me. We leave.
You guys start heading south.
Is there a way to be sure to skirt around the incoming group from the southwest?
That's all I wanted to do.
Well, they're not traveling on the road. They seem to be traveling through the fields. They seem to be trying to take a more direct path, as they don't have.
You're telling me we can just take the road and I don't know, avoid them?
I'm going to go ahead and maintain my drone at a high altitude, still within a mile of me, please.
Okay.
Although I guess a mile straight up would be in space.
He
No, not quite.
An astronaut comes back down to the ground.
I'm guessing that you probably have it set up a little bit out west and up, so you can keep an eye.
Yeah, they're going to be the primary thing that we're going to be, or I'm going to be keeping an eye on.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So, as you guys start heading southwest, after about 30 minutes, Veneer.
I don't see the bar owner
As
walking
you're-
through the street at all now, do I, before we leave?
No,
Okay.
because he lives in the tavern.
Okay. I didn't know if he'd run out after he was finished packing before we left.
No, you guys are basically getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Okay.
So, Veneer, as you about 30 minutes after you guys leave, you hear, "Sorry, I was kind of fucking busy. What was it you needed?"
Wait a minute.
Huh? Oh.
Who is this?
It's not for us.
It's Evergarden.
Lady crush.
I grab my the device, the sending rock, and reply. I get 25 words.
Yes.
Village evacuated, heading north. We're continuing on to Vitrasti. Incoming cult group from the southwest. Potentially incoming dragon from the east. Nomadic riders to the west heading south.
After a moment, you hear, "Stop. I want to be able to come to your location."
I call out for a halt. Hold on, everyone.
Tufty kind of pulls back on the reins. "What? What's up?"
Lady Evergarden.
You see, he kind of looks around.
She wants to meet up with us, so I think she wants us to head back to near the town at least.
I give Ignis and Tufty a very I give McMillan a very pointed look. A very pointed look.
I was gonna say, for some reason, McMillan's not in here currently.
He's not doing rituals at the town. He's with us.
No. I mean,
we
the
just left him behind.
player.
Oh no, he's not. But I can dream. It's fine.
But yeah, you see, Tufty. I mean, do we?
Can I respond again to her message? Because I thought it was once either direction.
It is.
Okay, so I can no longer respond.
Well, every time that she sends a message out to you, because she didn't respond earlier.
Right.
Because she was in the middle of doing something. So she got back a hold of you.
And then I responded.
And then she got back a hold of you again. So you were able to respond the second time, which was her response. What she said to you was basically, stop, so we can find your location.
Oh, as in stop moving and not go back, but stop moving.
Yeah. She said to stop. Just stop.
Oh, then I would not have said we should go back to town. Never mind.
Okay.
Veneer, what did your princess say exactly? Because it kind of matters.
She told us to hold our position.
Princess? What do you mean by princess?
Also, I don't think she would love that.
I know she wouldn't. That's why I said it. We have an understanding now.
Veneer, can I ask you a question?
Yes, Ignis.
Do
You are
you
welcome to speak.
like Lady Evergarden? No reason. No reason at all. Just wondering.
Absolutely no reason. But what Ignis said.
That's a curious question. What would make you think that?
Just a stampede of villagers.
Hey, Veneer, can you blush? Is that possible?
Wait, what does
No,
that mean?
I don't believe so.
He's very stoic. I feel like if we push this hard enough, he might blush, though.
You should be a
She's an
philosopher.
employer.
Why wouldn't he be able to blush?
Because he's
I
a
get
very
it.
serious man.
Izzy.
What?
He doesn't. He's very professional. He doesn't like the kissing over the counter thing.
Oh, of
I'm
course. Oh, of
certainly
course.
confused right now. All right. She's our employer. She gives us money. I would like to continue receiving money. Thus, I am cordial. What seems to be confusing about this?
So if she
I don't know.
offered
I'm just
to
playing
change
off of
your
everyone else's
method-
jokes.
If she offered to change the method of payment, would you take that?
Change the method of. I'm sorry, I don't follow. Besides money,
Besides,
I suppose if it's.
baseball.
I suppose if it's magical gear or perhaps
Oh yes,
tools.
you would love her magical gear, of course.
You're just seeing Ignis blush right now. Ignis' face is red like a tomato.
I suppose I would take a castle or land.
Benny, you're not helping yourself here. You're really not.
Oh,
I certainly don't know what you mean.
I'd suggest you just stop.
Izzy. I don't think he really gets the joke you're making.
I really don't.
Oh, he gets your silly joke. I have no interest in entertaining your
now you
childishness.
Third person. Veneer. There has to be feelings in there somewhere.
Veneer, you have no interest in Lady Evergarden then?
I don't believe we're compatible.
Do you have interest?
You guys begin to hear a slight whistle.
You told us to stop. We got time.
Enough. What does that sound?
So you guys.
Why must I do everything?
As you guys kind of look around for the source of this sound, you end up looking upwards as you see, after a moment, a solid stone post lands in the road behind you.
Holy mother of magic.
It's probably about 4 feet tall. And after a moment, you see that there is a stone ball at the end that begins to emanate a slight glow.
Holy.
As a small doorway, opens. You see Lady Evergarden and 5 familiar troops step through the portal. See.
Lady Evergarden, I love. Hi. What's up?
Pleasure, as always, Ignis. Thank you.
They just dropped a portal out of the sky?
Air raid!
How'd she do that? I want to know how'd she do
that. I don't know, but she's so cool.
That's pretty damn.
How many are coming this way? I understand that there's to be combat, and I mean to be in the thick.
It's most impressive. It's most impressive how you got here so quickly. That's a neat trick.
Have you never seen Elfengard in combat? You poor, pathetic soul. Just wait. One day you will.
I did watch you kill those flesh golems. It was very interesting and very, very. What's the word? Amazing.
Oh, that was
engaging in combat, yes. Initiating combat, as of yet, no. But I
do
see
nothing.
how Well, okay, I'll be sure to be on the correct side when that comes.
That would
In any
definitely
case,
be the right idea. Point me in a direction. Tell me how many I have to kill. Anything's better than sitting in that city, listening to people talk about who the next fucking diplomat will be.
Thank you. Okay, sorry. I've been saying
you wish to take care of them yourself. Well, in that case, let me reference my lookout. 1 moment, please.
You guys have a guy tied up in the back of your...
Ignis, Tufty, and Izzy are having a whispered circle.
So,
I wonder if Lady Evergarden can hear it.
Based on what I can see through the drone, can I point in a direction and tell her a distance?
Yeah, you just kind of point back up the road. Well, if you're talking about the town, you point up the road and let her know. But you tell her, the group is out, probably about a day and a half, 2 days march, southwest, a little bit more west than south.
Okay, I relay that information to her. Town is that way, and they are that way, and it'll take you this long to get there. Those numbers that you said.
Okay, you see her. Kind of smile. Look back at the troops. You see her. Go get another 10 men. Thank you. It seems as if I have other ways of preoccupying myself now. I don't know if any of you have actually talked to the diplomats.
That's what makes her so attractive.
They are
shit.
absolutely boring.
I look over at her and go, wait a minute, what about me? I'm offended. Don't talk to
me. Glad we could be of service, I suppose.
Ignis just whispers, shouts, that's what makes her so attractive.
In
Thank
any
you
case,
so much.
While your thanks are wonderful, perhaps compensation of other sorts? Coin, perhaps?
I mean, we gave her a job. We're getting a job to go do things and learn things. I think everybody got something to do. I think we're...
I'm just saying that giving a heads up of this sort of incoming threat is valuable.
That's yeah, and we gave her something to do. That's pretty neat. Rennie, this is how you make friends. If you tried this with me more often, I might actually like you.
But you don't have money.
I don't need money.
My, you are all so fun together, aren't you?
He's a pain in my ass. Pardon my English.
Lady Evergarden, if I may say something very quickly.
Quickly? Yes.
Okay.
She's got murdering to do.
Okay, so, if you were going to pay us, which I'm not asking for you to do so, can I instead ask you for a different form of payment if there was going to be payment at all?
There's no payment. There's no payment.
Well, this is awkward because I was going to ask her out on a date.
What?
I know, Ignis. I'm trying to help you out, wing woman.
I don't know when to stop talking.
The damage is done.
We'll speak more on matters of that nature later. Veneer, thank you for contacting me. I'll find a way.
Stones are for.
I'll find a way of working out some kind of payment for you.
That sounds wonderful. Thank you.
Obviously, I can get a hold of any of you at any time, so...
You've made that abundantly clear.
Yes, just hope that you don't see two of those dropping from the sky. Trust me, it's far worse.
Care to elaborate on that?
I mean, if you have things for me to... always willing for something.
You guys kind of realize that these are the same, like these posts are the same kind of thing that they were setting up in Cabal before. It's the same kind of thing the wizards were setting up. and you realize that they had to set up 2 of them to create a larger portal.
Neat.
Right. Okay.
Still wondering how she did that, but I'm not gonna ask her.
Well,
Artillery. She just fired it from a cannon.
Well, how they pinpointed us would be simple. They would be able to scry us because they gave us the stones.
Yeah, I was gonna say the
well,
2 like level 17 wizards with her aren't enough.
Excuse me, I don't know that. I've got 3 levels in being only book smart and 2 levels in thinking that my god's name is Lavender. Okay,
That's so true.
What could be problematic is if Alphagard decides that we are an issue, they can do the same thing and come out of the sky. Unless we get rid of our sending rocks, right? So, things to think about. That was not in character.
And mine was, and you're like, oh, well, let me explain this to you. And I'm like, no, we
Alright, so as you guys are sitting and conversating with her for a moment, you see that after a little bit, those same 5 guards come back, being followed by 2 other soldiers apiece. And you see, she kind of looks back towards the town, looks out over the field. She turns, nods to you guys as she yells out a command in Elven. For those of you who understand Elven, it's
no, I do not.
It's what?
She yells out a command in Elven. Do you understand Elven?
I cast comprehend languages.
Really, you're just going to blow a spell slot on that? No, I don't speak Elven.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so no, you guys.
I'm curious. It's only first level.
Well, it's seeing as you didn't know that she was going to say something in Elven. I'm going to say that you. Whoa.
You catch the last.
I'm going to say that you actually don't even have time to cast the spell as she gives a snappy command in Elven, and you see 15 men immediately snap into attention, snap into file and rank, and as they turn and just start marching to the southwest, out into the fields.
Oh, dang.
I want to do that. That's pretty neat.
As you guys kind of watch, them move away from the portal, after she gets a little bit away, you see the post begin to. The portal kind of just withers away as the post slowly turns to dust and dirt, and just breaks and crumbles away into the ground.
I want to learn that one. That's cool.
I want to fight things. That's pretty legit, dude. They just, oh my lord.
As soon as Lady Evergarden leaves, Ignis is just going to start banging her head on the bench of the wagon and just think, why did I say that?
Remember, I was trying to stop you. Just
remember. I know, I don't know when to stop talking.
Yeah, I'll let you know next time. I'm like,
indeed. Good luck with that.
Cast silence on me next time.
If you guys
say that spells.
If you guys don't mind, I'm going to take a quick break, go grab something to drink,
look it up,
do a couple other things, and I will be back.
It's fine. If you want to fight, I suggest we pick on a group of enemies that are closer to our size.
I should probably leave for the break before I cause more issues.
Okay, I will also be right back.
Hi, I didn't leave. Joke's on him. How are you guys doing? I don't even know who's in here. Hey, who was in here? I don't know how to see this on. How are you? You seem absolutely. It's always a blast. I love this group. Yeah, it's pretty neat. I'm doing pretty neat. Yeah, that's English time. CV, I see you in here. I see a few of you I've seen in here before. All the giggles, absolutely. Yeah, I mean it's fun. So we're not getting anything done. Yeah, hi CV, I see you. I'm gonna start calling people out. Who is this? Angel of Light? Are you in here? I see you in chat. You know, I would absolutely love to. I'm planning on it. I'm thinking through jokes. It's gonna be neat. That's for sure.
So I just had to explain to my grandfather about D&D.
Hi, Paul, Henry, Paul.
Henry, my pawpaw.
Yeah, insert not your last name.
I don't care if you use my real name on stream.
That's a lot of work. Okay, who else is in here? I think
Just,
Root's a bot, but I don't know. There is someone in here named Polizzi. I see you too.
I thought you were gonna say police you.
That's what I thought it was at
It's like
first.
Poles in here?
Need to feel each other very much. Oh Lord. Okay, let's see who else is in here. Let's throw some names. Tate. I don't want to blog a report, Tate. I don't even talk to Tate.
How do you check and see who's in here anyway? What do you do?
Oh, there's a thing. There's like the little chat button, and then there's chat settings, and then there's a list.
Oh.
Yeah. I'm 100% okay with being fueled with jokes. I'm okay with that. Let's see. Who else is in? Okay, there's literally someone named Lurks. If I call you out, you're probably not gonna say anything, but get called out anyway.
Oh, there it is. Using the chat.
And Cash Bear.
Mike Giron? Mike Garin?
That's Butch. Hi, Butch.
Hey, Butch. Lurks. Yeah, I see him.
Yeah.
Commander Root. I love that name.
I think that's a bot. I've seen that on a lot of streams. I could be wrong. Commander Root, are you following me?
Angel of Light's pretty cool. I like that name
Yeah.
too.
No response is real sad. And then there's Soda Guy. He's pretty neat.
I don't know, dude. That soda guy's kind of an asshole.
Kind of shady. I mean, shady but lovable. It's fine.
Yeah, he's cool. He's chill.
On a male side. Veneer, your gears whirring. Yeah, Ignis, how are you going?
I'm doing fine. I'm a bit worried that I'm making it with like Ignis' crush on Lady Evergarden, but I'm doing fine.
Lord, I got you. I got you.
Thanks, squad.
Yeah, no problem, fam.
Thank you.
Family.
Thanks, CV. CV, how are you doing?
Yeah, how are you doing, CV?
How's life treating you this fine day?
Me. Got him.
Wow.
What? Wasn't making any jokes at Veneer's expense during the break. I don't know it. Absolutely none. Zero.
You seem to forget how long Veneer has been around and the various jobs he's done back in Ilbar.
How old is Veneer anyway?
You don't know anything.
That's why I'm asking out of character.
Been a chill day. Very mild in temp today. A mid-temp chilly day.
Out of character? Let's see. He is.
Like 100,000.
He's 86.
Okay.
Dark ancient dust.
The various amount of times he says that like day. Oh god.
Hey, you got short circuit. You need to be nicer to the floor forest.
Jeez.
I suppose I take offense.
That's a low blow. If you're gonna aim for his joints, you better oil them first. Oh my lord. Holy lavender. Ignis still doesn't know, does she?
She does not, but she does have hold up.
I know.
But yeah, I am taking notes. Like, she is starting to notice some weird behavior. Like, for example, he doesn't blush. Who the fuck doesn't blush?
Experienced people.
It wouldn't surprise me.
It's
I said pretty stoic. I wasn't kidding.
It's a natural thing.
Well, yes, but actually,
You can control it.
It could not be. Everybody could control it but me. I feel like I definitely could.
Don't blow a
Don't blow a
gasket out.
Oh my lord.
Oh god.
Is your check engine light on yet?
He's a car, apparently.
Vroom vroom. You can have an engine. Headlight fluids, unless you hit some. He wants to tell you about what's in his chest. I don't know why he's so upset.
As an envoy for Forge, you could have a land vehicles as your built-in tool and be a freaking transformer.
Da da da.
Oh, where's that picture? I had a beetle. It had a gif of beetle transforming. It was so funny. I don't have it anymore. Yeah, I knew there was no such thing as headlight fluid. That doesn't make sense. I knew that one. Anything else about cars? Not really. I knew that one. Oh, lordy.
Okay, so wait, if Veneer is gassy, does that mean he needs his air filter changed?
He doesn't breathe.
Okay, hold on a second. For those of you who ain't doing this, I'm gonna defer in the spirit of Rice selling out to everything under the sun. You guys should follow House North Star on Twitch because sure, that'd be cool. I just like talking to all at the break.
I just got back and I heard that and I completely agree.
You should all follow Soviet Womble Gaming on Twitch.
Yeah. What?
What?
Yeah. No. Follow House North Star. In the future, I plan on doing other things as well here, but Daggers and Diplomacy are the big one.
Hey, Nori.
Yeah.
Do you have a car joke at Veneer's expense to wrap up? We've been making them this whole time, but I feel like from someone who was a mechanic, it'd be even
sure.
better.
At the start of the game, you were kind of like a Yugo, and at the end of the game, I expect you to be closer to like a Hennessy Venom GT.
Oh my lord! Okay.
I just like to say, Veneer's tread is wearing out. If you know what I mean.
I saw some oil change jokes earlier.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah, it's fun.
I kind of laughed.
Veneer, careful. If you leave your blinker on, you might go cross-eyed.
No, my god, that was bad. Okay, I'm done.
You can only hear every other 5 words that I say.
It was for a little bit.
You do cut out for me,
Yeah.
especially when you say important things.
Oh, well.
I do catch every the, a, or and.
all the important stuff is what you hear. Gotcha.
Yeah. Hey, articles are underrated. We need articles.
Alright, so our intrepid adventuring party.
Or, whatever.
That's when a Warforged transmission goes bad. Oh, Lord.
It's almost like there are no other types of machines.
Well, no other types of machines that I really know. Like
all machines are cars.
Yep, totally.
Cool.
So does veneer smell like a microwave?
I would say that veneer isn't a car. I would say veneer is more like a high-end motorcycle. Like
if you want to insult him, just call him a microwave.
Ramp is a machine.
He's like a Dodge Tomahawk.
Oh, Lordy.
Yeah, boom. You guys thought I was just going to talk about cars, but no, I can talk about other things too.
What the fuck is that thing you just referenced? A Dodge Tomahawk looks like freaking something Batman would ride on.
Okay, now I'm curious.
I can't even talk.
I had to look that up. What the shit? It's like a little tank motorcycle.
It is. That has so.
Dude, I think it's awesome.
Real quick, I'll let everyone know. The Dodge Tomahawk is the Dodge Tomahawk is a motorcycle that has 4 wheels, and the engine is a Dodge Viper V12.
What the fuck?
And it's not street legal. Go figure.
It is not street legal. And if you want to know,
I wonder why.
One more really interesting fact before we continue, there is somebody in the United States that actually owns one that is famous. Jay Leno.
Oh, just kidding.
I can believe it.
I was making a joke.
If you guys ever want to see something cool, just like Google or go on YouTube and type in Jay Leno's garage.
Yeah, that dude's got so many cars.
Like Jay Leno has so many cars and motorcycles. It's great. It's insane. He's one of the world's most avid car collectors.
Huh.
I mean, he's got the money for it.
And also
tonight's stream is sponsored by Jay Leno's Garage.
Jay Leno's Garage. Actually, we're just giving a shout out to Jay Leno because he's obviously less popular than we are.
I don't think we can do that.
Hold on a second. Do you have proficiency in Tanker's tools?
I do.
Thank you.
I love what Soda just said in chat.
Soda's still speaking.
I have picture of the party dragging a Warforged to a Tinker's workshop. The Tinker is setting them up on a bench and just strapping on medical gloves and saying, "Bend over." He loses. That's the steel kind. God, look at Soda. Jesus.
I love being pink.
Okay.
He does tinker on himself sometimes, guys.
Everyone does. It's fine.
It's perfectly normal.
We are so mature. We are so mature.
It's just sad that McMillan isn't here right now.
I know. Raz would make it so much worse. Okay.
It's fine.
Alright, so continuing with game. I'll do more interesting facts about weird things later.
This is going on YouTube. I don't regret this at all.
I don't either.
Oh yeah,
not since manscaped.com. Oh my god, Blue, why did you just post that?
Yeah, also, if you guys, anyone watching, if you'd like to check out any of the older episodes, if you haven't seen them, House North Star at YouTube is where all of the old episodes go.
I'll give him a link because
Yep.
I couldn't find you.
So you guys watch as Lady Evergarden and her 15 troops just march across the fields, begin heading southward once again.
Alright, well, problem solved.
She thinks I'm an idiot.
Yes, most likely.
I mean, I don't know about that. I think she has a tendency to think everyone's an idiot, to be honest. Well, maybe not. I don't know. I mean,
You guys are not good at this.
It was supposed to be making you feel better.
That's what friends do.
If it helps, I found her kind of intimidating.
Give it time.
Friends do this?
So,
Yeah.
if I would have stayed with the cult, I would have had to fight her?
Yes, you would have had to fight Alphen Guardians.
Oh, good. You see, he literally just stands up and throws the robes over the side of the cart.
Oh, get your stuff. Oh.
You can see that he's wearing like commoner's clothes underneath.
Okay, thank God. I was nervous for a second.
Really dirty. He looks
butt naked.
I wasn't saying to keep him like a pet. I was saying to. You guys are the worst.
Where
Did you just talk yourself into a circle?
Don't worry about it.
Where are you
Veneer.
guys dropping me off at?
I don't know. You're coming with us though.
Okay.
I guess you're
good.
now my responsibility, so I'll figure out.
How do you feel about libraries?
Libraries are boring.
I can learn how to read.
Did I ask you, Miss Fine?
I can learn how
I was asking our guest.
Yeah, I can learn how to read.
I'll teach you it.
I'm fine with learning
I can teach it right now. Miss Fine, can I see that book? Can I see that book you have?
No.
Great.
Aw.
Anyway, maybe I should make myself clear. We are heading towards a library.
Okay. Yeah, I'll.
Also, a town, Petrosty. I don't know if you've heard of it.
Petrosty's huge. Yeah.
It's on the water. Perhaps you can get a job moving crates to boats. I don't.
Yeah. Petrosty's massive, huge.
Fantastic.
Mainly the school, but.
Wait, what'd you say?
The school.
Yeah, it's a college town.
You guys are heading to the library academia, right?
Indeed.
That's the library. It's a school. It's a.
There's a giant. I learned a thing.
I'm sorry you didn't get your owl, but perhaps we can do something else there, like find the information we're looking for.
We can get owls.
No.
Forget I said anything.
That
literally close your ears whenever I speak English.
Fuck it. All right, so
what's got your?
Oh yes, I wonder.
Maybe I could make. Unless I've bothered you, I'm terribly sorry.
I do not believe you.
With all the charm in my Aberathian heart, you don't believe me?
No.
You know who you two remind me of sometimes?
Well, you're done talking. We're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's fine. It's fine.
So now that you're no longer a follower of Rakdos, what are you going to do with this?
I don't know. Honestly, I still hold the beliefs that Father Hellbrand gave me, but seeing what the cultists actually do, it's very difficult to keep on with my faith. I'm not sure. Maybe find a different god.
Give it time.
You can always ask Miss Fine. She seems to have her gods in order.
What? Yeah, no, hold on. What? No. What are you suggesting? I'm not a person like that.
Oh, it's
That's for
fine. You're religious?
That's
Who
for
do you worship?
no.
And then
That's for
and then Veneer walks away after he starts that shit.
He walks away on the wagon.
Yes, to the other side of the wagon.
Just
touche.
Who do you worship?
Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Do me a
well.
favor. Help me help you.
It's like
Help
no one
me.
wants to talk to me.
I
It's so bad.
I gave you something to help. You owe me a favor. Just don't ask me any questions.
hey,
Thank you.
Oh, I was gonna help you. I was gonna find something for you. Once I actually
Yes,
make
Tati.
some money, I was gonna get you something.
yeah, exactly who I wanted to talk to.
What?
Do you see anything down the road at all, or are we clear to just kind of keep moving?
Well, let me tell you in just a moment. Nick, do I see anything?
Yeah, you see the road is clear. From at least from what you can see, the road is clear.
And does my drone see anything hilarious happening to said group of cultists?
You do see that there is a small group quickly moving across the field, as they are full march, hard push across the field.
Oh, they're gonna so die soon. Can I turn on recording equipment? Do I have that? No. Okay. I informed Tufty that the road ahead is clear.
Oh, good. I really don't want to get caught up in any kind of shit that
Yeah,
she's
don't.
dealing out.
As far as I can tell, it is clear.
She's so good at everything. She's gonna wipe them from the face of the earth. Don't get too excited.
I think she's gonna probably just hand him a little bit of an ass whooping and leave.
That's
Hopefully.
wipe them off the
I am
planet.
keeping an eye on that situation. I think I can see it to some degree, not in great detail, but I will see and tell you that which I see. So you'll have updates. Hurrah! Consider
Right, so
it in travel entertainment.
as you guys continue to travel, you travel for a couple of hours. Sun's starting to dip over the other side of the horizon. It's not dark yet, but getting
Mhm.
close to time for you guys to maybe set up a camp. You can see off to the southeast, there is a storm rolling in off of the water.
Southeast? Oh, okay.
You can see that there's dark clouds starting to roll over the grasslands and the hills. Way off in the distance, you hear the crack of thunder. See, you guys ready for me to pull the cart over yet, or you want me to keep going for a bit?
Yeah, it's probably about time.
What can you? Does it look like the storm is going to hit us? Do we need to set up camp like immediately?
You're not sure if the storm is going to pass directly over you, or if you guys are just going to get part of the like outside rain. Just from the distance currently.
All right, let's set up then.
See,
Yeah, that's a good call.
Tufty kind of pulls the cart over. You see, man, I haven't driven a cart in so long. This is great.
You're doing a fantastic job.
Glad you're enjoying it, Tufty.
You see him hop out as he starts setting it up and tethering the cart to the ground. See. So, that storm rolling in. Do you guys want to make a campfire tonight, or are we just gonna sit inside the wagon?
Well, it looks like the storm might be coming this way. Perhaps sitting inside the wagon would keep us out of the rain, out of the weather. Um, we can take this pot that I have, fill it with, um, some things to burn, some stones, and keep it lit inside the wagon. Just like a light simmer.
Oh, sounds good to me.
Anyone got anything for that?
Well, it'll be a little cramped inside to actually sleep, but I can. Is there an awning on like the front where the driver sits or not?
Yeah.
Okay, I can sit out there and keep an ear out, an eye out.
You don't need to be in. You don't need to be out there. We'll make room.
Well, no, it's no bother. We should be sure that nothing is sneaking up on cart. I can still hear you from out here, so we can still chat if that's what you wish to do, or not. You will be sleeping after all.
I was just saying it might be warmer, but yeah, I mean, yeah, never mind.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind doing some stories. Kind of talking around the fire for a little bit.
Stories.
I have a few, I suppose. I've promised you some of them.
Yeah.
I don't know if I ever told you about Three Musketeers or not. Promised that one a few times, I'm sure, though.
See him kind of nod. You see. Well, I mean, I guess I can start and tell you guys a little bit about myself.
I'll look to Veneer and say, be a loner and sit outside if you'd like, but we'll make plenty of space for you.
I'm like 5 feet away, just on the other side of this curtain here.
On the other side of the curtain, all of us and one of you having a fun time telling all these stories around a fire.
I can keep the curtain open. It's really not that hard. Plus, someone has to keep an eye out. You never know in the woods like this, or wherever we are. Woods, trail,
No,
hills.
you guys are in grasslands currently. Wide open plain.
I keep a
Even
pretty,
better to keep an eye out.
I keep a pretty close eye out. So does Tufty. You don't have
And the
to worry
drone
about it.
can keep an eye up or float above and
Is he?
sort of relay
Wonderful. He
information.
can look for us. Perfect. Yeah.
All right. So I guess I'll start. I know where you're from, Izzy. You're from up north.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think I've ever really talked to you about where I'm from, though.
Kind of assumed Alfheim, but
No, I've been traveling for a while. I'm from one of the peninsula nations to the south. Always hot. Bunch of rain. Never get to wear a jacket. From a place called Hillgrad. Country to the south. My family were originally from farther east on the peninsula. But we traveled a lot. My parents were entertainers. Guess why I have a little bit of flair for the dramatic. Why I like to tell stories and write things down. My mom always wanted something better for me, though. She always wanted me to be the one that wrote a book or or sang on some grand stage instead of singing for some local nobility, performing for some local nobility, or just the peasants to pass the time. And 3 years ago, I decided that I would head to the capital and I'd work and save up some money and take a trip to Port Ladranos, and the rest is history, I suppose. Traveled for a couple months and then ran into you, Izzy.
Of course. Stealing my ration.
Then we somehow after a couple months we ran into these folks, I guess. It's been a weird trip.
It's been a long time.
Sorry, mine's not super interesting. I'm sorry.
There have been many weird trips.
See him kind of look around as he. Agnes, what about your parents? Could you tell us a little bit about them?
Oh, they're very lovely people. Actually, one time there was at the very first festival of Rakdos, and I actually lost my parents at it. I was probably about 4 or 5, and it was just a massive crowd. I was very sad. I started crying. That's actually when I met Father Helbrand. He put me up on his shoulders and just walked me around until I found my parents. That's how I got into the church.
I guess not all of them are bad, huh?
No, he was a very good man. Still is. I wonder how he's doing.
That you know of?
What do you mean?
Oh, sorry.
No, Veneer, what do you mean?
I mean that perhaps you don't know him as well as you think you do. Similar to how you didn't know the Church of Rakdos as well as you thought you did. Just a little bit of reality. My bad.
I know a few things now. I know how to check him next time.
Father Helbrand is a good man. He would never hurt a soul. He lets you stay in the church free of charge.
Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, Veneer? You don't talk much about yourself. About your past, anyway.
Who, me?
Yeah.
Well, I've had countless jobs. Always looking for that next bit of coin. You know me. Anything that would pay. I did spend a lot of time in Ilbar, after all. That's where my kind, my people are from. And I've been around the world a bit, sort of looking for my place in it. I would have to say that running into Scourge was not on my to-do list. So
your agenda.
yeah, that was not on my agenda. That's correct. My agenda did not have run into and somehow upset a red dragon. I also had no intention of traveling with companions. Not after the last time.
Oh, come on. You can't just give us that.
What do you mean last time?
It ended poorly, okay? I did manage to make some friends, to make interpersonal connections. But then they all died. So, it's rather a touchy subject.
No.
And I'd rather not lose people that I whose company I enjoy again. So, if you all don't mind, please stay alive for the foreseeable future.
That's probably the nicest thing you've ever said to me. I'll take it. Thank you.
Yeah, whatever.
See, Tufty kind of looks over. Who is he?
I don't know much
Is
to
he?
his parents.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
No, we'll go into that then. Fine. Laugh all you want. Where I'm from, we don't keep names. We don't use them. No one really talks. It's all a matter of doing what you need to. There's some snotty, proper, whatever. Sure, they'll have their family lines or whatever. But us? No. My friends, I had a few. We made friends by threatening to kill other people. It's kind of whoever you found was the most tolerable. There were 4 of us. So it was me. Oh god, the names were terrible. Me, Doug, Shove, and Slam. That's right.
Shove?
Mm-hmm. Yep. He was kind of like our head, I guess. Shove. Yep. We got out of Nomadic Aberrath the first time by stealing a wagon. We didn't actually steal it. We were like 6, and we hopped in there and didn't get caught. Ate too many pastries, and they got mad at me. And then we got found and kicked out, and we went back. And then the second time, I believe we were digging a tunnel for some local rich folk, whatever you want to call them. And then we found snakes, and they thought it was real funny because I was like, hey, look, a snake corpse. And they're like, that's funny. All snakes seem to die around you. And they started hissing at me. So Shove knew what my name was. And he's like, calling you Izzy. So Tufty thinks he's real cute. He knows that one. Fucking kobolds. Yeah.
Huh.
Thanks.
Open your door so Em can come in.
Mm-hmm.
Well, interesting.
You guys see the previous cultist. I could tell you about my experiences.
Oh, please do. I'm actually very curious.
I grew up as a farmhand, for the most part. Did a lot of physical labor. And then these guys in robes, I was probably about 15. They came through town. Well, my area. I didn't even really live in a town. The one you guys got me from was even bigger than the place I grew up. And there was only like 3 or 4 of them. But me and 2 of the other kids from the area, we used to, after work, we'd go down and we'd swim in a creek. And just kind of, sit in the water and enjoy it whenever it was hot out. These guys in robes found us, started telling us about their god, seeing the light.
I do have a question, if you don't mind my asking.
Yeah.
Between the two of you, what is this god you two worshipped?
After the first real ritual, you know it's not a god anymore.
He's less of a god and more of a lesser demon, actually.
Well, that's very to the point.
Well then,
As you already know, he expects his followers to cause chaos and destruction wherever they go, and also put on a good show. That's why you saw me practically burst out of the church in a ball
you
of
really didn't.
flame.
You really didn't pick up on any of these clues, huh?
Veneer, I really don't know what it is about you, but there's just something about you that rubs me the wrong way. There's a
let's
lot
just
of strange things about you. I'm just trying to piece it together.
let's let the innocent
No,
be innocent, shall we?
it's not just her fault. I mean, they pull you in, make you feel loved, like no one else in the world could care more about you. Most people, they just fall for it so easy. You get in and you find love and compassion. And then you set your first pyre. You handed your first torch. And at 15, you're told to put them to the torch or you'll be put to the torch.
Sounds positively lovely.
It's impossible to leave without help.
Oh, you're
We
welcome.
got you.
I stand up and I walk over to his side of the wagon. I kind of just pat him on the back. It's okay. We got your back now.
What's your name?
Thomas.
Want a different one?
No. No, that's the name
Graver,
my
you mean?
parents gave me.
I understand.
I miss them. I don't even know how to find my way back.
Do you remember where you were from?
Couldn't point it out on a map.
Does it have a name?
No. You know how it is. Most little places don't.
Mm-hmm.
Well, someone would have
Sometimes.
called it something.
That's debatable. There
Was
were
there
3 people who knew the name of where I live.
I mean, there
was
was
there a nearby town where you traded? Did trade? Got your
a mill in the area. I guess they called it Millstone. Could be. But there's probably 100 places like that in this world, if not more. It's alright.
all right. Well, you're welcome to seek your fortune in Frosty.
Maybe
Once we get
after
there.
maybe I'll get some learning. Head home after that.
They do have maps, I'm sure, at the library. Maybe a place to start.
You see, he turns to you, Ignis. See,
Whoops.
don't ever let any of them talk you into one of those rituals.
The closest I ever came was just setting fire to a few straw dummies.
The real thing's terrible.
I understand. I don't understand. I never had to do something like that,
Have you
but
ever
I'm willing to
smelled
listen if
burning
you ever need to
flesh?
talk. I roll up my sleeve a little bit and show him the burn marks on my arm.
Okay.
Imagine that, but on somebody else. Hearing a haunting and echoing scream. It never leaves your memory.
Never the same after that.
Well, Thomas, if you ever need anybody to talk to, I'm all ears.
It's
Nope.
something that You would never imagine a human could make that noise. The haunting echo of a little girl screaming for her parents. Of a man begging to only burn him and not his wife. It's... See him kind of start to wince. He closes his eyes and tries to find the words. It's an indescribable horror. We never followed a god. As you said, it was a demon. All it cares about is its own carnal enjoyment. It's all it wants. It doesn't give a single fuck about anyone or anything on this plane. He would burn it to ash if he had the chance.
As chipper as all this is, I'm gonna crash, I think.
Does sound a lot like Scourge. Just burning everything in sight. Being really stupid. Burning things everywhere.
I guess we both have our enemies in, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they can take each other out.
I mean, as my mother said, everybody has their own devils, right?
I think I'm gonna make something in my life and try and turn the tide of what the cult's been doing here in Fairth Herald. They're dangerous.
I'm sure they're also illegal.
Most places, most towns, yeah. But I guess
Demon worship is generally frowned upon.
nothing you can do if they stay out in the country.
If you keep on the move, you really can't catch them.
Well, hopefully our Alfguardian comrades, friends? No. Allies for now. Hopefully they've dealt with that group of cultists at this point. Can I relay any information about that to the group?
As of current, you can see that there is a large camp set up in the distance. Which you're by how far you guys have come and compared to where they were earlier, you're guessing would be the camp that you were assuming were the cultists. You can see the much larger camp, almost directly to the north of them, which is the nomadic tribe.
Wait, the nomads are like almost on top of them?
Oh no,
They're
big.
north. They're north of them.
Okay.
Not almost right on top of them, but they're within probably a short. They're pretty close to each other. They're close enough that somebody could probably scout out ahead on horseback by an hour and get back within 2. So they're not exactly far away from each other, but they're close enough that if they wanted to, they could probably start a skirmish within the next few hours.
Oh my.
And you actually can't see Lady Evergarden's troops at all.
No, of course they would go dark at night. Guerrilla warfare and all that.
But you can also see that the larger camp has sentinels, guys on horseback with torches, going around the perimeter, keeping an eye.
Lady Evergarden probably has access to things like tiny hut and other stuff that would keep them completely invisible.
If they're going to stop at all.
If they're going to stop at all.
Because if she has access to Tiny Hut, then she probably also has access to good berries.
Sure, but there's still exhaustion.
That's true.
Not everyone can just ignore exhaustion.
Alright, so as you guys begin to go to bed, one by one, drifting into sleep, except for Veneer, who keeps a vigilant watch.
Mm-hmm.
You can hear the thunder getting louder. The slow forward movement of rain across the plains. You start to feel the beginning of a light drizzle as you sit staring out into the darkness.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
Every
Anything
once
of
in a
note?
while, what's that?
Anything of note? Sorry, go ahead.
As you're kind of
the light rain, dog.
As you're watching, you can see.
I heard that part.
You can see the fields light up as lightning strikes, lighting up the area every once in a great while.
Mm-hmm.
And just on the edge, for a moment, you think you hear the beat of wings. As you snap.
Say what now?
As you snap to attention, you realize that it wasn't what you thought it was.
Oh.
You look around, you keep an eye through your bot. You haven't seen a hint of Scourge since earlier in the day. Every moment you feel as if the beat of those wings could come out of nowhere.
Dislike.
Everyone disliked that.
Just everyone just started like blowing up at me, I'm sure.
We all blew a gasket.
Izzy.
What?
You find yourself standing in your childhood home.
No.
There's
Dream sequence.
You find yourself standing in your childhood home. You can see the knickknacks, the dream catchers, wind charms hanging from the ceiling. An older woman sitting in a rocking chair knitting. Now, didn't I done tell you you gotta be careful? She's rocking back and forth.
I could feel the judgment.
Come on, child. Don't just stand there slack-jawed. Open your damn mouth.
What did I do now? I didn't even do nothing wrong. I was kicking the hay like usual. What are you on about?
Actually, I'd say you're right. Doing a lot of good things, in fact.
I wouldn't say that.
Not all good things, but a lot of them. She Still with that smile that you remember. You ready to join me, child? Is that what's going on?
I don't understand.
Come on now.
I've not been home in 10 years now. You know, I learned the word for that the other day. They have a word for that. Nobody fucking uses that here. It's called a decade. That's just... What, formation? Can't got caulking though. I know that.
What did I done tell you about your mouth?
Sorry.
She's still smiling.
I know, and I've been caught.
Serious. You gonna kill that there dragon?
Apparently, I'm doing my darndest. Don't feel like I got much of a choice. But I don't keep these people up who gonna.
I just want to let you know I'm proud of you. Keep doing the right thing.
I don't like this. I'm not a... People keep throwing that G word around, and I ain't liking it.
Well, sometimes you can't help it now, can you?
These people don't even know. I can't tell what I did that's worse, murderer or bystander.
God, child. Come on now. Do you still blame yourself?
I've already died once. Fate's catching me.
Make up for it.
It's not that simple. I'm not doing it because I want to. I'm doing it because I don't have a choice. It doesn't make me a good person. It just means I'm doing the right thing. It's just better for me. People don't get it.
You see, she sets down her sets down her stitching work, groans as she pulls herself out of her rocking chair. She walks over, sets a hand on either cheek. She, look, the war's about to go to hell.
I know.
Scourge is a small player.
I know there's too much going on. Too much shit with demons. Afraid Dad's involved and Father's involved and dragons, and I've never even seen a dragon before this.
There are things way worse out there than your father.
I know, that's why I don't want to see him. Because if I see him, I know there's more coming. I want nothing where he's from.
One of them's awake. I'll see you when you grow old. As you see that without it taking a step, you feel yourself pulling away from her.
You can't leave me like that. Where are you going?
You see your home as you begin to be pulled out the door. As all you see, you blink for a moment as you try and claw and scratch your way back to her. You open your eyes, and you see the ice is melted. Burning pitch. You see bodies floating in the water. A few people pulling themselves out onto the ice. Most of the village is destroyed. As you look around, and then you hear a sound, a rumble, like the explosion of a mountain. You hear the beat of a wing, a familiar sound, but powerful, beyond all recognition. You see a great shadow that eclipses the sun.
I'll fucking kill you. I don't know where you are.
Alright. Everyone else.
You having a bad dream there?
Everyone else, you awaken. Except for Veneer. Veneer, for a moment, you heard what sounded like a slight weep. As you turn to look into the cart. And it slowly progresses into a whimper. As you look across and see Miss Fine slightly tossing and turning. And then you see her hands fly to her ears as you see she begins to scream.
Her hands what?
Her hands go to her ears and you see she begins to scream. Quickly you see Tufty jump to his feet and kind of look around. You see Ignis. You awaken to the sound of a scream.
What? What's going on? What's going on? What's happening? Who's attacking?
Is Miss Fine screaming?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
You see, she's at this
great.
point she begins thrashing about.
I crawl over to her and I kind of put my arms over her and be like, "There, Miss Fine, calm down. It's just me. It's Ignis. It's Ignis and Veneer. It's fine." Izzy.
What is going? Are you all right?
Izzy,
Yeah.
you see the landscape disappear before you. It feels as if you're traveling a million miles a second. As suddenly you feel the white, hot sting of fresh tears. Every muscle in your body is tense. You can feel your hands pressing over your ears. As you open your eyes, you can see Ignis standing above you. You can barely hear what Ignis is saying. She tries to wake you. As you look around to see everyone kinda staring in your direction.
Welcome back, Rice. You got 30 minutes left.
It ain't done. Just. It ain't. No.
Miss Fine, are you all right? Are you with us?
Go ahead.
Can I even respond to that?
Yeah.
Or is it all still a fishbowl?
I mean, you can see them talking. You can hear their words. It's a little bit distant, but you can still make out what they're saying.
I don't know. I don't know anymore.
Izzy, we're your friends. We're here for you if you need to talk.
Did something happen to you? A nightmare, perhaps?
Whose ass do I have to kick?
It's a nightmare. What are you talking about?
I will kick the nightmare's ass.
There's someone's. I don't know. How large was Scourge? We need focus. I need to think. This doesn't matter. I just need to piece it together.
Did
How
you say
large was Scourge?
Scourge?
Yes. How large was Scourge, Veneer?
He was pretty huge. It's quite.
Does he make you seem small, or is he about 1,000 times your size?
Oh no, he was not that big. He was probably a small cottage.
Scourge is a baby. I
Yes,
know what the
well,
bigger ones look like now. And they're coming for us.
what
I don't know where, and I don't know
and
when.
what exactly does that mean? Are you saying you had a vision?
If my father makes pardon my Elvish, if my father makes their fucking god look small, this thing could stomp my father into ashes. Which shouldn't even be possible.
Uh, do we know who your father is? Have you told us this before?
I do.
Never told me.
He's not quite a leader of the Nine Hells, but he's, I don't know, world ending.
Oh, hey, Tufty. I suppose you did get to tell stories to a princess. Are you royalty? Sounds like you're royalty of, well, somewhere.
Well, royalty of the Nine Hells doesn't exactly qualify as royalty. More makes you hunted for the rest of your life, but something like that.
What is this about a world-ending dragon? Just one, I hope?
I only saw one.
Okay, good. Just one, then. Just one world-ending dragon. And
Just one that could probably fit the entire planet in its mouth.
you're sure this wasn't just a nightmare? You're not just...
I hope it was. But I've had them before.
You've had what before? The same sort of dream?
Not on the same thing, but it always happens.
What?
She knew my name before she ever met me.
Well, that brings me back to needing a book, so I guess we're going to the right spot then. Need to swap our focus. Succubus don't matter. This is a dragon. This matters.
I suppose I'm still having trouble believing that your nightmare is prophetic.
Veneer, are you jealous that my dragon is bigger than yours?
Hardly. As far as I'm concerned, after we deal with Scourge, anything that gave birth to such a creature should also come to its end. But
Agreed.
It's just that um, I don't exactly have a lot of experience with prophetic dreams, so I don't know whether or not what you are saying you saw is true, or if it is prophetic, perhaps it's just a metaphor for something, as opposed to being like, hey, look at this, kill this thing, or be wary of this thing, or run from this thing. Which was it, by the way?
It might be headed to where I'm from. Pretty sure my mom's dead, which would make sense. She's close to kicking it anyway. Kicking the hay in a different way.
Your mother.
Mm-hmm.
Was she in this dream of yours?
Our ice caps are about to turn to volcanoes, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh.
And one of them is awake, which...
Ooh,
You
sorry.
think I'm confusing? My mother talks worse. She's...
What's awake?
You're telling me?
Okay.
Wait.
Well, this has been...
Wait. You said world-ending
Tufty,
dragon?
tiny dragon, you.
Is
There's a
there
big dragon.
something you
One of
know,
them's awake.
Lord Master Tufty?
Master Tufty.
Lore Master Tufty,
Oh, I like that.
have you heard stories?
Oh. If one's awake, the other will wake up soon too.
What was that?
If one's awake, then the other will wake up soon too.
There's
Okay,
two of them? Wait
what
a
are you
second.
talking?
What is this?
What is waking up? Are there actual dragons that are that big, as big as she says?
They're incredible, incredibly old. I figured they were just a legend. Creatures known as the mother and father of Chroma.
So you haven't actually seen them?
So my
No,
dragon
but
is bigger than yours.
it's said that the father of Chroma is
Uh-huh.
a great crimson beast. A monstrosity that could blot out the sun.
Everything sure did seem on fire and, I don't know, dark.
And then the mother, who's icy and blue, very light, creature that can breathe a blizzard.
So she's the one that'll wake up next.
So just two then. Just two world-ending dragons then.
You're getting better at sarcasm.
They caused the first great cataclysm. And then they slept.
Okay, and they slept, meaning nothing beat them. They just sort of fucked off on their own.
I mean, it's been a really
Tell me
long
about
time, Veneer. It's hard.
Tell me about this cataclysm.
Well, I mean, it was a long time ago. We don't have a lot of information on it. I mean, not normal scholars wouldn't.
We need to find that library alone.
Yes, so I'm sure someone at this library would have heard of this story.
You're
Um,
dreaming now, Veneer. These things are real.
Fine, we'll work on the assumption that these things are real. Uh, so we're no longer following this lead on succubi. That's fine, but a library does still have information. I'm sure dragons are. They must have an entire section on dragons.
For sure.
Yeah, I mean, I would love to read it. I can help you guys as much as I can.
Where does something of this size sleep and no one, trips over it?
A cave.
I couldn't tell you.
I mean, underground makes a lot of sense, but maybe not under our crust. They might be
An ocean,
somewhere else.
a grand sea, mountain.
Awake might
Do
mean they came
do
from
these
somewhere else.
dragons have names, or are they too old for that?
Something about Chroma. Father Chroma?
That sounds like a title.
That's what I'm asking. I'm too tired for this.
But didn't you just sleep? Did you not get much rest due to this dream?
Give him a fucking look.
Why?
Veneer. As you're like, do these things have name? And you think for a moment to a legend that you were told not long ago by Lady Evergarden about the mother and father, a set of creatures that she called the mother and father of Chroma.
Mm-hmm.
Turok Lothtor. Varos Lothtor.
See. Yes. Those names, which are
Easy to spell at minimum.
If you're wondering, you don't have to worry about taking the notes, because if you go back to game notes on 6/30/2019, I actually gave you that information.
yes, there they are.
Whoa.
I was trying to
Why
find
not?
it, and I was looking in Irvintel World Info.
There's actually a reason why I haven't posted it there.
Yeah, frick you, Tuesdays. Private game my ass.
Poor Soda.
No, I love soda, but frick you, Tuesdays.
Oh, right, because they can't see this. Right. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, parents of Chroma. Hey, so chromatic dragons are a thing. What about metallic dragons? Do they have parents? And if so, where is their doorbell?
I mean, probably, but I've never even heard legend of them being on the plane.
Oh,
So they are from somewhere else.
well, shit.
They might be on one of the other planes in the cosmology.
I know of a few planes, but I don't know of any dragons. They wouldn't be on my father's plane, would they? I don't think.
Probably not. I mean,
Thank Lord.
they're
Metallic dragons wouldn't work with demons.
Lavender, if you're still out there, thank you. I don't want to talk to him. I don't want to deal with dragons either, but apparently Mom's like, hey, boom, dragon.
Did your mother give you this vision, or was it your
I
god?
don't know. She's probably dead. She's voodoo lady magic freaking.
Yeah, it sounds like you had a wonderful relationship with her.
She's actually, yeah, it's complicated, okay?
Sure thing. Sounds great.
Give
I never
yourself
had a
orange
mother
for a day. Then let me know. Hey, neither did I. So,
or a father.
neither did I.
It's a burden being like me. It's so terrible. Oh, woe is me. No, really, it's fine.
Should I
Can't
pat
really
your
miss what you never
Lavender?
had. I said you can't miss that which you never.
I'm gonna pat his cheek anyway.
Do not touch. Bad touch. No
I
touching.
I pat him on the shoulder.
You will do no such thing.
Nope, patting him on the
You-
shoulder.
I don't consent.
I'm gonna lean close and whisper, don't short circuit.
Never speak to me again.
What was that, Miss Fine?
Nothing. That was for him and him only.
She's being a dunce.
Veneer?
So, should we get back
Veneer?
to sleep,
I
or do we
have
need to
2 of
move?
them.
Oh, Macmillan, I have something for you. And I pull out all 3 cool sounding rocks. We have 2 rainbow stones, and let's see. Let me check the last one.
How much time
s-
has passed?
And a
Sleep-wise?
spherical rock that rings
Like-
Probably
inside.
about 10 p.m.
Okay, one spherical rock.
That has a really cool ringing sound inside of it, and 2 rainbow stones that I think Nick said make a sound when you blow into them.
No, whenever you clean them together, they make
You
different
clock them
sounds.
together, yeah.
Okay.
All right. You all go ahead and go back to sleep. It seems that we need to get to the library a little bit quicker than originally expected. I'm going to go ahead and believe you is fine. I'm going to go ahead and drive the cart in the direction of Atrocity.
Don't you need to sleep too?
Yeah, he'll be fine. I'll steer
Perhaps
for a little bit.
not tonight.
He can get some rest later. I'll take over. And I'll go sit in the front to not
You
be a...
you really could go back to sleep, Miss Fine. It's all right.
It is quite fine.
Oh my god.
Now look
I
here,
look at him.
mister.
I look at him and I go, "This isn't for you. I don't want anybody snooping." And I hold
Hashtag
up 2 notes.
minor illusion. I'm gonna look at her and I'm gonna say, "All right, if you say so." By the way, they're not folded; they're just like crumpled up.
No, yeah. I figured.
Yeah.
All right, so you.
One per hand.
All right, so you guys.
I mean, we were camping literally inside the cart, so
Yeah.
I figured this was not going to jostle anyone too much. And being on the main road can't be that hard.
So you guys going to be heading back to sleep?
No.
For some of you.
I have 2 notes to read and help action.
I'm going the fuck to sleep.
Hell no, am I sleeping after that? Fucking give me exhaustion. I don't
I give
fucking...
Macmillan his rocks. Now do I get my ring?
Oh yes, and I'm gonna go to sleep.
Okay.
Hopefully the horses can talk.
So, unfortunately, you missed out on a lot of the game, McMillan.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. I was cooking dinner for a lot of people.
That's all right.
Bonkers. Being
Yeah.
responsible. What's this? Proud of you, buddy.
I'm sorry.
No, I'm proud of you. Doing a good thing.
I know, but I missed the game.
I know, but it's fine. We'll catch up.
Anyways,
Don't you worry your little heart. I got you.
Okay. So, as some of you guys start to head back to bed, see Tufty lays down. Thomas lays down. Ignis, as you lay down, you feel yourself drifting into sleep.
Oh boy.
can I, while Ignis is sleeping, sleight of hand the ring somewhere in her backpack?
Well, didn't you already give it to her?
No.
Okay.
He said, yeah, and then fell asleep.
Yeah. Quote unquote fell asleep. And then I'm gonna sleight of hand it somewhere deep into her backpack.
Oh, you jerk.
Okay.
It's so funny.
As you're falling asleep, Ignis, I'd like you to go ahead and roll me a wisdom saving throw at a disadvantage.
I know how this fucking goes. Ugh.
Look
Hate
it up.
that.
Where is it? There you go.
Doesn't even let me make saves anymore. Fuck you.
17.
Okay. As you find your eyes starting to close, you hear, "Yes, sleep." As you find your
Yeah, good luck with
eyes become even more heavy as you find yourself unconscious. You then find yourself in a well-lit cave. Or it seems well-lit to you, as you can see many people milling about. They don't seem to be paying any attention to you. Before you, you see a large pool of murky water. You see as a large creature begins to rise from the pool. A horrifying abomination. You see that this creature has a total of 19 mouths. Is
I
it?
know this. I think I know it.
Your friends thought I was gone. Do not tell them. I am watching. I have interest. You will be here, giving me information.
Giving him what?
Information. In your sleep. Do not fear me, child. You will not become one of my slaves. And that is where we're going to end tonight's session.
I
Oh,
swear to fucking Lord.
I
Frick
feel
that.
like I know what this is, and I don't like it.
19 mouths?
19
Okay.
mouths.
See, where was it?
God damn it.
I know what it is. I feel like, oh, it's so creepy. I've seen pictures of it.
I
It's
always
so disgusting.
feel like
What,
somebody's
aboleth?
watching me.
What's that,
And
Blue?
I have no mouth to
An
say.
aboleth?
Yeah, like the really weird, like red gooey thing.
A red gooey thing is an obelix.
Yeah. Oh, they're so creepy.
The creature that you saw is this.
I want to see.
What the fuck is that thing?
I
It's
know what that
it's an
is.
aboleth,
I hate that. Yeah, it's that. It's an
except this one has more mouths, as he described it. So it's probably bigger, older.
so you replace the gills with mouth.
harder, better, faster, stronger.
Yes.
No, there's
They have
probably
many
way
mouths.
more to it. So okay,
Yeah,
great.
I'm gonna sleep real well tonight. Yay!
You're welcome.
Thank
Work
you.
it, make it, do it.
How do you
make
spell
us
it?
work.
ABO. Don't look up its stat block, or do.
No,
don't
no, I
care.
just want to see a
Not your
picture
bad.
of it. Like, I don't
You
know, not.
see a
It's
picture.
right there.
Right there.
Oh, duh. I'm just trying to know how I could type it in.
They're really big, and bless you.
Work it, make it. Oh, thank
I
you.
was gonna say if you want, you can look up its stat block, but I can guarantee you that it's wrong.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
trying to think because I'm putting in my notes ABOLISK
No, ABOLETH.
ETH aboleth. Oh, aboleth. I thought you said obelisk.
Aboleth.
I know what the
It's a
elves
large
don't
stone.
fucking kill me.
It's a large stone structure.
Aboleth, noob. All right, so
Anyway,
guys,
that's me.
thank you for playing.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Fucking
Everybody that
You're
made it
welcome
through
for
the
missing.
entire episode, thank you for watching. Once again, old episodes are over on YouTube at House Northstar. There's a link somewhere in the chat Here, I can make it easy. It's this one right here. If I could type. There we go. Bye, guys.
Bye, CV.
Bye. Hope you
Peace.
enjoyed.
Bye.
Next time.
Thanks for running the session, Nick.